Hey, what's up, pups? It's Vixie. I hope you're having a great day and hope it only gets better. Welcome back to Minecraft. In the last episode, we did a lot of exploration and we ended up building a wall around the property, which I have since added to because, I said that I would do that. Oh, and most notably, of course, for the allure of our world and everything, Enderfriend has now evolved to Enderlady. But of course, before we get into anything, we of course have to cover the comment of the week, which of course, I had a theme last week. We set a theme last week, and by last week, I mean the week before because I took a week off. But the important thing is, the theme for this comment of the week is what should I build on this episode of Minecraft? And I picked out this comment from Sippy Kitsune, where they say, I should make a small shrine to the Enderlady as a sort of goddess of fortune. And I think that's a great idea and very thematical, what with the whole immaculate wealth thing I mentioned. So I went ahead and I made out some plans. I put together a little project that is separate from this project here, which you're also seeing that I did off screen, or I should say started off screen, because we're still going to be messing with some stuff here. The important thing is, in this episode here, we have to make the Enderlady Shrine, the Shrine of Immaculate Wealth, something along those lines. So while I have the shrine, basically built and planned out and everything in our creative Superflat world, we obviously don't have it here yet. So at this current moment, I'm trying to think where I want to put it. I think right here is a good place to put it. I already kind of have a path leading in this direction for whatever we end up putting over there. But at the same time, there's also a whole lot of nothing on our property in this general direction towards the big spruce trees and whatnot, which this pig does remind me. Our pigman friend does in fact not despawn because he was a regular pig and now he's a pigman. He's here somewhere. I have him inside the wall. Ah, here he is. He's moved a lot closer to the house. Hey buddy, good to see you. So Pigman friend is also here. But of course, we need to find a place for our Shrine of Immaculate Wealth to actually be put. And I think I like this spot right here amidst all these trees. I think this could work. It depends on the dimensions of this actual place here. We'll probably have to do a little bit of terraforming. I would like to keep that to a minimum to keep the general vibe of our property here, but I'm thinking generally right here might be a good spot for it. It's got nice, color diversity with the green trees here, surrounded by all the soccer trees. It's nice and spacious. There's no, too particularly weird, the general shape of the world is good, and I can work with this. So I think maybe right here. Which way do we want it to face? We could have it coming out this way, but with the way I have the path set up, maybe it's better have it facing north or south. You know what? I think having it face west is probably a good idea, because I can always just have a separate path leading up this way and then it splits off and goes around that way. I want to flesh out this path more, which is why this I have this project chest, which I set up off screen. I see pathway project in progress. It's sort of like a to-do list for me for stuff that I'm not doing in a video. And I have a bunch of shovels and stone bricks here that I might work a little bit on the path as I build stuff relevant to the video, but I think most of it is going to happen off camera. The important thing is I closed the comment of the week because I already read it, and I also totally forgot the call to action to say if you would like to be the next comment of the week, you can leave a comment down below, and it can be anything you want this time. It's not going to be a theme. Totally forgot about that. Okay, so the actual base itself is 11 by 11, so if I can fit that there, then that's perfect. I'm just going to grab one of these iron shovels real quick. We obviously... Well, you don't know what we're going to do with the shrine, but the patrons do, which of course, shout out to all my patrons. We do not currently have the actual resources to build the shrine quite yet, so we're gonna have to go on an adventure to get the resources, and there's quite a few. But for now, I want to see if this is actually a place where, so the center would be right here, and we would have it go right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hold on, 7, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 11. Let's put this here, and then 11 out this way. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh yeah, that's perfectly fine. That fits just fine. I'm gonna carve this out a little bit just so I can have the shape of the shrine in the general cube of it, and then we're gonna worry about terraforming it to fit more directly with the aesthetic I'm going for. However, it is becoming nighttime, and therefore I need to go to sleep because I need light to be able to work. Which, a fun thing I can do whilst we are going nap time is, ignore all that. I was doing some testing. I have added to our mod list. Another thing I did in the last episode, on top of asking what I should build, is I asked what mods should I add, if any. What mods should I add? A friend of the channel will say, Draco Casanare, spoke up and was like, hey, I have a whole bunch of mods that I can suggest. Do you want to hear them? And I said, yeah. So they got in touch with me on Discord. If you didn't know there's a Discord server, there is. So if you want to join, come hang out, go for it. They sent me a laundry list of different mods that I could try, and I searched through and I grabbed a couple. As I mentioned in the last episode, I want to keep it largely vanilla plus, so that's basically what I stuck with for now. So I didn't grab anything super crazy, but I have a fabric equivalent of just enough items now. I have some different like building stuff, and I additionally got some other mods that I just wanted to add to the server that Draco didn't recommend. Not that they didn't recommend them and thought they were bad or anything, it's just they didn't mention them. Which I have a list written down of all of the mods I added from them, and I separated them from the mods that I added, and I'll have to pull that up here in a second to give you a rundown of a couple things. I'll probably just give you the highlights because I added quite a few mods since the last episode. Okay. So here we have our base, which I do want the thing to be set in to the center here. So we're gonna go 7 out this way. I remember that. This is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. I'm gonna have this set into the hillside, and that's how we're gonna do that. So I want to have like this filled in with like the bottom flooring of the shrine. So I think from here we will probably end up doing our terraforming, which is probably just gonna be going over and knocking down a level of our, like the outer rim basically. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that real quick, which I'm gonna need another shovel for that. So while we get into the nitty gritty of, just terraforming and digging a whole lot, a couple interesting things have happened since the last episode. Namely, like maybe a day or two before the episode went up, Hytale came out, which is crazy and I never thought would happen, but this is the day and age we live in. And the irony is definitely not lost on me that I brought back my Minecraft series within eyesight of Hytale's release into early access. I think that's really funny that just happened to be how it worked out. Hey big boy, good to see you. And if any of you might have been curious on this, what with me having a Minecraft series and all, on what my thoughts on Hytale are, I did buy it, I do have the game, and I think it's pretty cool. I think it's neat. I'm not one of the people who's like, ugh, this is so stupid, it's just trying to be Minecraft, oh, who cares? No one cares. Because Hytale very much scratches a different itch than Minecraft, at least for me. The games are absolutely similar, what with, Hytale being developed by the creators and hosts of the biggest Minecraft server there is, Hypixel, and it's very clearly supposed to be a Minecraft-inspired game that very much does its own thing, which I would say so far, with it being in early access and the content we have thus far, it's doing that pretty well. The developers, apparently, I have not seen it myself, but this is what I've heard from many sources, the developers have basically called it a combination of Minecraft and Terraria as like the simplest way of putting it, and I feel like that's a pretty apt, pretty fair description of it. So if you like Minecraft, if you like Terraria, I would recommend Hytale. This isn't an ad or anything. God knows I'm not taking any sponsorships. That's why I have a Patreon. So I'm not, getting paid by Hypixel to say, hey, the game's cool, go play it or anything. But it's just genuinely a game that I've been having fun with and do recommend if you like Terraria and Minecraft, which I would imagine you probably do if you're watching a Minecraft Let's Play in 2026. And there is something about Hytale that I did want to specifically mention because I saw some confusion about this. There are 3 different price points you can choose from when you're buying Hytale. To my knowledge, and from what I have seen from playing the game for the past however long, the different editions of Hytale don't lock any functional content behind them. They're basically just different ways to support the developers while giving you, the game to play. If you just buy the base level version of $20, then you get the whole game. It's not like you're getting Hytale Premium to access all of the content or anything. So for a simple one-time purchase of $20, you can get early access to this new Minecrafty game, and frankly, as someone who did that, I am very happy with my purchase. I put away my dirt when I didn't want to yet. Great. I forgot that I was going to fill out the space around that a little bit more so there's less of a divide. I need dirt. And once we're filled out here, I think I will pull up that list of, you know, the mods I added just to keep you in the know of what we're working with here. But while I do a little bit more terraforming, I suppose we can do a very quick thing saying if you like my videos and you want to see more, make sure to hit the subscribe button, leave it a like, etc., etc. All this good stuff that YouTubers like to see because, you know, interaction and whatnot makes you show up more in the algorithm. More algorithm stuff means, you know, more attention on your videos. That's how you grow on YouTube. 3, 2, 1, boop. So right here, we'll go ahead and map that out, and then we'll do something like that, which that looks unnatural, but you know, this is going to be filled in at some point. I think I will loop around like this, make it a bit larger so I can not have any like stairs leading up to it, though I might change that going forward. It's not like I can't re-terraform something. I have the power of God and anime on my side. Let's do random placey nonsense, you know, that stuff I keep mentioning on how to make your stuff look natural. And I think we knock out this dirt block here. This should be relatively good for our plot. I think we've carved out a nice little space for our Enderlady shrine. Hot diggity duggy. I could just connect the path directly here to over there, but I think I will have it come off this way and then split off at this tree and then go right for the shrine and then left to the like other stuff we'll end up having and then out. But I think for the time being, until we can actually get the shrine set in here, we have our nice little plot to play with, and I'm very happy about that. Why am I not getting enough light here? I am getting enough light, they're just not growing. Cool, weird. I know I have bone meal. I have an infinite supply of bone meal because of our spawner. Let's just do this. So this does mean we are going to go another episode without having like a good farm and not just this cube of interior farm nonsense I've got going on. So in the next coming episodes, we will definitely be doing our farm upgrade that I want to do. But for the time being, we have cows we need to breed because we need food. 21 should tide us over for this episode at least, but it's not going to last us another couple episodes. So in terms of mods that have been added to our load order, I myself had plans to add more mods that Draco did not mention, but for one reason or other, the particular mods I was going to add for this episode didn't end up working out. So pretty much the only functional, interesting thing that I added was the just enough items fabric equivalent, being roughly enough items, which is a great name. And I also added the Waystones mod, which I think Draco also mentioned, but I counted it as a thing that I added because I was thinking about adding the Waystones mod in the last episode anyway. But the astute of you may have noticed one of the mods that Draco recommended already, being double doors. Now doors open together, so I don't have to pick one. Additionally, on top of like random library mods to get the mods working and everything, we got the comforts mod that added like, you know, bed rolls and sleeping bags so you can pass through the night without, you know, setting your spawn. Hey Howie, everyone come here, come on. We gotta get more cows. I'm getting some, and I'm getting some, and I'm getting some, and I'm getting some. Brown sheep's getting some. Oh boy, I sure do love the fact that it's raining. I swear this game is hard-coded to make it rain whenever I am specifically recording. It never rains when I'm just playing Minecraft. All right, any new chickens adding to the fray? 1. We got a new chicken, cool. We've got some furniture mods, we got some bridges, we got some new fences, we got, you know, mouse tweaks. I think, do we have world map? No, we don't have world. I downloaded the world map mod, but I got bummed out because a specific map mod I was gonna use in tandem with it didn't work. So mostly we had functional QOL stuff with a little bit of decorative additions, but with that in mind, I need to put this weed away because I don't need it. What we need to do now that we have our shrines, you know, area put out here, is we actually need the resources to build it. And we need quite a lot. And it's pretty expensive, but that's kind of the point. What with Enderlady being, you know, a fortune deity or whatever. Obviously, she's not actually a fortune deity or anything like that. But, you know, she deserves a little bit of treatment. A little bit of special treatment. There's another mod that I should have gotten last time I played, when I was getting mods. I should have got swing through grass, and I didn't. So, what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna grab my armor. Hold on. Yeah, this is my armor. I'm gonna grab my armor. I'm gonna grab all my stuff. I have no idea why I'm holding on to this almost broken iron pickaxe, but apparently I am. I could repair our goated iron pickaxe. Tell you what, I'm gonna hold on to this almost broken one, and I think I'm just gonna make another iron pickaxe. And when our goated iron pickaxe is almost busted, we can just repair it then. Just make a regular boy like that. There we go. And now I think we are good to boogie. So with all of that in mind, Minecraft, we have a lot of stuff to get to. And what is that stuff that I am entailing that is going to be very convenient because it's raining in the overworld right now? Well, the implication is right there. So if you're paying attention, we are going to the nether. Luckily, we don't need to, travel all the way up north to get to our nether portal that actually has something relevant in it, because we just kind of need nether quartz, which I can't remember if we grabbed any while we were in existence in the nether for the 2 episodes that we were. We might have been. I deadass do not have any nether quartz. I did not even bother grabbing it. Wow. What do you think about that, Wallace? I agree. So we're gonna grab a good 3 stacks of cobble, and we are going to head to the nether with the express purpose of getting nether quartz, because that is what we need to build the shrine. It is the most marbly equivalent that Minecraft has to marble because it doesn't have marble. So we're going with that, which, since we are going to be traveling for a little bit, there is something I wanted to mention, because Snowy kind of picked up onto the fact that I name locations and everything, and she put together a little graphics template in DaVinci, and now there's a little RPG header title thing in the bottom left hand corner that tells you where we are, so you can always know where I'm operating and stuff. And I think that's kind of cool. She ended up making up a lot of the names on the spot, so we'll see if she ends up remembering any of them, but I have faith in her. So I guess while I make my way to the nether portal, I can very quickly get the Patreon plug out of the way, because I will always forget to do it. So a huge shout out to all of my current patrons. I love you all so much. If you would like to support me in the channel, you can do so on Patreon for just $5 a month, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks, such as work in progress art, whether it be for thumbnails or just something I happen to working on, full resolution art, including for thumbnails. You'll get early access to all of my videos and access to a special channel where I host all of my director's content and uncut content. There we go. Hoi. Have fun chopping that together, Snowy, for your viewing pleasure. Additionally, if you want to support me and you don't want to deal with a monthly subscription, you can always just buy some of my art as well, because with a few exceptions, all of my art is just available for a one-time purchase anyway. So if any of that strikes your fancy, make sure to head down to the link in the description and check out my Patreon. Once again, a huge shout out to all of my current patrons. I love you all so much. And with that, now is just a matter of finding that broken nether portal that I use as my actual nether portal, while the game destroys itself because rain is just awful. Just awful in Minecraft. I think it should be just over yonder way, past this this lava pool here. I think I'm remembering why this portal is completely useless, because there's nothing. But I do see some nether quartz about, so maybe we can work with this. Let's get our goated pickaxe here, because we're gonna need that fortune if we're gonna be functioning with the plans we have in tow. All right, I'll friggin' dropping the bow and flooding my inventory. Okay, maybe I should have built one of those backpacks that I mentioned, that I think I may have neglected to mention. But we have backpacks now, if I didn't do that. Maybe I should have built a backpack before coming to the nether, but whatever. Purely given how much nether quartz actually drops when you mine it, we shouldn't be here for too long, but then again, I do need quite a lot of quartz for quite a lot of everything about the structure. That's the important thing about crafting a project such as this. Yep. I reloaded shaders again. Yeah, I'm thinking most definitely I should have made a backpack before coming here. That is a misstep on my part. What do you mean shooting at me and lagging my game? I'd wager that you weren't even within aggro range, you fat bitch. Did you drop your pants? No? Okay, cool. I'll tell you what, everybody. It is a good thing that I am recording Minecraft again, because I have been in a super not good mood recently, and this is going to revitalize me in every way that I could ever ask for, because it's Minecraft and everybody loves Minecraft. But my generally downtrodden mood as of late, it is a problem of my own making, because I tried to draw something just as for myself, and I wanted to draw my spider character, Alyssa, which a few of you may know from my mod for the Binding of Isaac that adds her over the spider butt item. I'm half tempted to just not be here because of all the skeletons, honestly. So I wanted to draw Alyssa because she's one of my favorite OCs. I love her a whole lot. And I decided, hey, you know what? Her whole thing is that she's like a fashion designer or whatever. Like that's her lore, that's her design, whatever. So I'm gonna put out a call to action for anyone who wants to respond. And I said, hey, give me some ideas for an outfit that I can put my spider OC in. And while the post on Blue Sky asking this question got a few likes and interactions and stuff, no one actually replied. they just liked it. The Blue Sky equivalent of a Dine and Dash They showed up, liked the post, and completely ignored what I was asking for and didn't reply. It could be that the people who saw it just didn't have anything on hand or didn't have any ideas. There's no, like, you know, meme clothes going around for any artist or whatever, so they weren't thinking of anything. I feel like that's possible, but I feel like the most likely cause of that was they probably just saw it, saw the art, liked it, and then moved on and didn't bother reading anything. They're just like, oh, that's a cute spider character. They liked it, post, and moved on, which is a little bit frustrating because I asked a fucking question, which I'm gonna very quickly, you know, tab out from Minecraft real quick. I want to see if that post that was not talking about my art whatsoever and was asking a question got more likes than the actual post of Alyssa on Blue Sky. So pardon me 1 second while I check. Okay, so looking at the post where it's just saying, what should I draw Alyssa in? And the original post of, you know, Alyssa's original art. The original post has exactly 1 more like than the post that wasn't about the actual art itself, which is, thank you, Blue Sky, very cool. So I did the other thing I was thinking of, and I asked the same question to Discord, namely my Warframe Clans Discord, and I actually got some suggestions there, which, thank you. Oh my god. I was half expecting people to just, you know, thumbs up react the art and then not interact with it whatsoever or even pay attention to what I asked. But thankfully I actually did get some recommendations. I got a couple, actually. A couple of them were jokes because, you know, it's a Warframe Discord. But thankfully, I ended up actually picking out an outfit and can now, you know, draw it. However, if you remember, before I went on that little tirade, the point of me bringing this up was that I was not in a super good mood for a problem of my own making. Being that I am apparently much more rusty with art than I thought I was, despite the fact that a couple days ago I made the thumbnail for the Enderlady video, and I ended up having a severely tough time in trying to draw this art of Alyssa. Why did my arrow just bounce off? And of course, being an artist with a brain, and a functioning brain at that, I started feeling bad because it wasn't coming out the way that I wanted. And so I just kind of got mopey and was in a bad mood for a couple days. Most definitely, we're probably gonna have to head home and go to a different portal because, like, this is just the worst. And also, ideally, make a backpack so I have space. But basically, I was working on that Alyssa art, which Snowy probably used as, like, you know, the example of stuff I'm just working on in the Patreon plug, so you've probably seen it already. I was not doing great on that, at least I thought, because I was in a bad mood and was thinking I was trash and was, you know, basically berating myself over something that was not a problem whatsoever. So I ended up coming back to that a few days later and looked at the whip of the Alyssa art that I mentioned, and go figure, it's fine. It's really not even slightly, like, as bad as I thought it was. So I was definitely just in a wrong headspace and second guessing myself and thinking I'm not good enough or whatever, because the sketch itself is, obviously it's a sketch, so it doesn't look amazing, but it looks fine. There's, like, nothing wrong with it. So while that may take a little bit longer than I had originally planned, I'm still definitely gonna finish that. Though, you know, thumbnails and stuff usually come before my personal art and everything, because I have a sort of time window I need to release videos and stuff. So it might take a little bit yet longer to finish that in general, but I'm gonna finish it. So I'm gonna hold on to my cobble and everything. Hey, Wallace, good to see you, buddy. And I think I am just gonna flat out repair the goated pickaxe while we're back anyway. Lord knows I have the levels for it. So now we have the piece of bunk that I don't care about, and the good thing that is actually gonna be helpful for our devices. So let's put our nether quartz in this chest specifically because we're gonna have a whole lot of it. Now let's see if we can make a backpack. Okay, it's not gonna show up in there, so let's look at roughly enough items. Okay, that's a problem. So it's not showing up in REI. So maybe they're not called backpacks? Let me just check. Yeah, look, dyeable and upgradable backpacks. It's installed. I can look at it. Okay, well, I pulled up the I pulled up the page for the backpacks, and I'm just gonna try. Do I have leather? Okay, hold on. We gotta deal with some of the cows. I have the crafting recipes here for the backpack, at least. So even if we're gonna find out if it's working or not. That's the important thing. I know how to craft them now. It's just a matter of if it'll let me. We should just put a chest in the middle and then surround it with leather. Okay, small backpack. I don't know why it's not showing up in REI, but maybe this is weird compared to JEI and doesn't quite automatically implement all of your stuff. But the important thing is we now have a backpack. How do I put it on? Oh. I see. We are absolutely going to have to upgrade this. Good to know. And I don't know how I put it on. Okay. I think I see how to upgrade it, which should be simple. We just need a smithing table, which I think is just literally a crafting table with 2 iron ingots on top. Smithing table. All right, cool. So now we take this bad boy and we place him down and we use this to upgrade our backpack. Place it right here. We put you there. I need chests. Damn it. Backpack, chest, iron ingot, normal backpack. Cool. Backpack, chest, diamond, big backpack. There we go. Now we're packing with style. That's big. It's an extra inventory at the end of this. When I get fucking netherite, it'll be an extra inventory. That's cool. It's fine. Having any backpack is better than having no backpack. Okay, that can't be how I wear backpacks. That can't be how that works. I am not seeing any way to actually put on the backpack. Uh-huh. Hey, Wallace. And then I don't. To had that many. Go back to 5, and then it's like nothing ever happened. And then did this string, and then what's that fucking bag? Oh, okay. Just need the shears. Fucking the sheep. Get the sheep. You. Hey. Good enough. You go make it pink, and then go into your swoop. That's not how you make it, because of course it's not. The pink one. You. 2, and then 1, and then sleeping bag, and just do bit. I don't have a chest. Oh. No, this, and then to put you, and then I didn't need these. I made them, whatever. And boom. All right, and now, and yeah. All right, cool. And then I can put water in them apparently, which is kind of cool. So now we have the traveler's backpack, which you can actually put on. I've used this mod before. I know how it works. I just couldn't remember the recipes. I now have a backpack that works. So in theory, I have access to the backpack now. Okay, cool. That's all I wanted. The prerequisite was having a backpack mod, not having specifically that backpack mod. But the cool thing is, Traveler's Backpack is neat, and you can actually upgrade and customize it and stuff, and like in a really cool way. Like you can get a little fuck bag here, which I could literally make right now if I wanted to. Do I want to? Which of these look cool? Spider backpack. Let's have a spider backpack. Yeah, to rep, spiders being cool and everything. Yeah, and then show more buttons. Unequip backpack. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. Then we do this, and then bing bong bip boop, and then squib, and then spider backpack, and then boop, bump, bip, and now we have a cool spider backpack. Yeah, neat. Okay, I guess while I'm here, since I technically did upgrade the other backpack, I should probably upgrade this one. Okay, that's pretty simple. It makes 4 of them. How do I make a diamond tier upgrade? 8 diamonds and a blank upgrade. Oh, okay, do I have that many? Hey, it's for a good cause. It's for space. If I have more space, I can carry all of the diamonds I will come back with when I'm done. Then ship, schwup. I accidentally discovered how you make bundles, but here's our diamond upgrade. So now, in theory, we should be able to upgrade our spider pack to diamond immediately, but I might have to make the ones before it, which, oh no, but I'm gonna try. Use leather as template and combine with gold tier traveler's backpack and smithing table to apply upgrade. You see, I read like 33% of that, so yeah, I'll have to make more, but that's okay. It's not like we don't have iron and gold to play with. It's a very, big departure from the simple elegance of making the Enderlady shrine that I was originally planning, but hey, here we are. I'd assume, yeah, you just surround it with the thing you want to upgrade it with. So I just need, I have enough actually, so put that back, but I need you, and then pop, put one away, and then put this in here. I don't need my glass anymore. I don't need the wool anymore. I don't need the spider eyes and string anymore, I don't think. Oh, it's there, I can grab it. And then the wool, and then, all right, cool. Clean inventory, and then we want blank upgrades ×2. One of them is iron, one of them is gold, and now we can upgrade our spider pack to be extra dope and cool. Will I ever need the amount of space this will give me? No, but I will have it. We need leather as a template, so we need a... Oh my god. So we need 3 leather, specifically 3 leather, which I have 4, it's fine. Do that, there. Now we use leather as a template, and we upgrade our backpack to iron, and then leather template gold, leather template diamond, and then we're good to boogie. Doobie, booby, and then cherubi, iron, gold, diamond. Now, we have the world's biggest backpack you could ever possibly imagine. The simple elegance has returned. Also, what is this nonsense I'm seeing? Smoker, furnace, blast furnace, pickup upgrade, magnet upgrade, jukebox upgrade, void upgrade? These are things that I do not remember. Tanks upgraded. Oh, and I already have those. Crafting upgrade. I could put my travel bench away and just have it with me. Oh, we can super do that real quick. Okay, we're gonna be doing some more upgrading here for a second. And I think we have enough to make exactly 1 more batch of upgrades, because it was just leather and string. We're gonna do that real quick. Boop. All right, now we have upgrade. So now we can craft. We have a little crafting bench. Allows items to be picked up from the ground and stored directly in the backpack. Yes, I remember this upgrade. That is awesome. Hoppers, upgrades, and redstone. All right, we're making more chests. And then hopper is like this, blank upgrade, 3 redstone, 2 hoppers, pickup upgrade, and then slot that in. And now, is there anything else we want to make while we're home? Jukebox upgrade, I don't really care. Magnet upgrades, that's kind of tits. Void upgrades, oh, I need 2 lava buckets for that. All right, so this is the side tangent we're having for today. Okay, we're just gonna be upgrading this really cool backpack of ours that we now have, which we only have 2 upgrades left to go, and I think that's okay. Which, let's think here. Buckets. Do I have 2? I have plenty of buckets, so we'll just empty these real quick, fill these up with lava, and then come back. Which, there is plenty of lava spots that are nearby above ground, so I don't have to go underground to find them. And if literally nothing else, I could just go to the nether and get them, but I would really prefer not to. Buckets empty. Let's go get some lava. So once again, the simple elegance of just making the Shrine of Immaculate Wealth has been, we'll say, has gone on a detour, because some things have arisen, and that's okay, but modern problems require modern solutions. And I'm nothing if not a modernist. I'm super not. You know, in theory, I could also fill up my my backpack with lava and water. That could be an idea. I don't know when I would ever use that feature, but I guess that would be helpful for getting down into big holes and not having to, you know, waste my my survival bucket, so to speak. So maybe I will fill up my backpack with lava. I mean, I've never used that feature. In the few times I've used traveler's backpacks, I've never used that feature, so maybe now's the time, what with me being, you know, in a Minecraft series about it, so. Whoa. Whoa, huh? The spider backpack made it so I can climb walls! Whoa! Oh, that's super cool, because I was just thinking about how inconvenient it was that I can't mantle like in Hightail. Okay, I was just making it because I like spiders, and I thought a spider backpack would be cool. But I can climb walls now! So I guess all of the backpacks must have a special ability like that. Hold on, what was the fox one do? Jump boost and 10% speed. Attacking creatures stings them and causes poisoning. Night vision. Slowness 2 effect on hit for 2 seconds. Gain the power of the wither. Grants immunity to the wither effect and applies wither 2 on hit for 3 seconds. That's probably a very expensive backpack. Yes. Yes, it is. You need to make a wither for it. Oh my god. Okay, I don't think I'm going to bother with fire resistance on the magma cubes kind of tits, though. Okay, whatever. I don't think I'm gonna bother. I kind of super vibe with the spider backpack, but I suppose there's probably lava here outside the broken nether portal that I could probably take, or is it just I might have filled it up? I filled it up. Okay. back to the nameless mountain. Kind of fitting that I fully committed to using the spider backpack here in the same general time frame as me talking about Alyssa, my spider OC. You know what would be really cool is if I could like jump off of the wall while climbing in order to like triangle jump up walls. That would be super cool. There is, I think it's like a trinkets mod or addition for like curios or something like that, where you can like, there's like these climbing claws you can get and you could triangle jump with those, and that might be what I'm thinking of. It went straight into my backpack. So there is a way I can like filter what items go into the backpack. I'll do that when, you know, I'm not on a direct quest to upgrade the backpack. Once it's fully upgraded, I'll worry about like tweaking it and you can just chop that out. I don't think this is the Nameless Mountain. This doesn't look familiar. It is the Nameless Mountain because this is the lava pool I was talking about. Cool. There goes my uncanny sense of direction. Oh, I can hold a lot of lava. Okay, well, we're just gonna go ahead and fill this bad boy up. Will I ever need this amount of lava in my entire life? Absolutely 100% no, no way, no way, no how. I could potentially put these in the giant crapinator, however, which could be helpful. So I could start filling them up with lava. Maybe that's an idea. But, oh, wait, hold on, actually. In my way. Before I do that, I want to fill up my backpack with water as well. I want both tanks filled. The lava is not glowing on my backpack because of my shaders. I didn't expect it to, but I'm a little bit disappointed that it doesn't. Utility boat, get out of my backpack. We're going down. Whee! I want to fill it up with water as well before I, you know, have these buckets filled up for the actual reason why we came down here, the upgrade and such. That way, I have my backpack nice and full of whatever I could possibly need. Then one more. I grabbed two. All right, so now I just need to go back up, which we don't even need to have to worry about that because we can just climb right up because of our cool ass spider backpack. Holy shit, that is awesome. Think of all the places I could hide stuff now with the fact that I don't have to worry about ladders and making a path for other things to get up to me. That is so cool. I love that. I just made a backpack I like the aesthetic of because I like spiders, and now I have this incredibly good ability that I didn't even know I was getting for it. Hell yeah. Leave a like if you like spiders. I, however, was not smart enough to bring utility boat with me going up, so we're just gonna have to... Hey, there you go. There's something I can do. I can't see. I don't have any torches. I was not expecting out to be out past dark. Ha! Scary, scary, scary. We have to go home. Oh, and since I haven't mentioned it in this video, I am using the Astralex Shaders shader pack. So that's what this very fancy night sky is all about. Definitely my favorite shader pack. I've been using it ever since I first learned about it. This has been the only shader pack I use. Absolutely love it. Oh, and as I mentioned in the last episode at the very, very end, I did end up putting this staircase here. I can't remember if I actually had this in the video, and if I did, if Snowy left it in, but there's a staircase there now. Void upgrade. 2 buckets, 3 redstone. We can super do that because we have plenty of redstone, probably more redstone than we will ever realistically need. And now we have a trash bag, and whenever we have something we don't want, we can just drop it in this little red square, and we are good to boogie. So let's see, what's one last thing that we do not, or that we would like for our upgrade backpacky situation? I guess the magnet upgrade would probably be the best. Oh, that is expensive. I get it, it's funny, but that is expensive. Let's weigh our options here, because I would like to maybe not have, I have 13 ender pearls. That's plenty for when we have to go to the end, but we're realistically not gonna go to the end for a very long time. And also we have 1 blaze rod. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and make the magnet upgrade. Make you, and then grab our lapis. Hold on, there we go. And then you. Magnet upgrade. So now our backpack will pick up things slightly farther away. Cool. So let's go ahead and put our backpack upgrades in here with the redstone, I guess, just for space. It does occur to me, how do I get the fluid out? Empty bucket? Empty bucket. Okay. Easy, simple, very, very good. So we will go ahead and put this bucket back, and we will just have this bucket on us for whatever purposes we may need it. Usually probably, you know, making like waterfalls and stuff to go down easily. Specifically going down easily, because so long as there's a nearby wall, what with me being a cool ass spider, I don't really need to worry about going up anymore. So now, if you will forgive me for one more quick cut, I'm gonna go ahead and sort out some things that I want to directly go into my backpack. Okay, so now, if I'm remembering how to do this correctly, raw iron and all the things I currently had on me that are base resources will go directly into my backpack. So we're just gonna grab our nether quartz real quick and we're gonna drop it on the floor and we're gonna see if that goes directly in my backpack. Cool, all that out of the way. We can now actually do the thing that I wanted, being getting nether quartz. God, remember how that was the point of this video? So let's put our axe away. We now have this big old backpack that we can just stuff full of nether quartz, however much we could ever possibly need, and then we're good to go. So now it is a matter of actually getting to our relevant nether portal so we don't spawn in a soul sand valley. So, Snowy, for the first time that I think is going to be relevant for this video, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't edit the videos, except I do, but you don't know that. Let's have a transition. Don't do like circle spin or anything like that. Just do a regular, normal crossfade to be from now to then. Hey, welcome back. That was a pleasant transition, wasn't it? So, the plan changed slightly, a little bit, because it occurred to me when I opened my .minecraft folder that I didn't actually take a screenshot of where the abandoned village that our relevant portal was placed at. However, I did take a screenshot of where the portal was in the nether. So I figured, hey, you know what? I'll just travel to the portal in the nether and then come through it and take a screenshot so I know where it is in the overworld. Because there was no way I was going to remember where that was in reality because it is miles away from our homestead. However, we did run into a particular issue while I was just going through and getting all of the random nether quartz I could, being that, well, I guess I could just show you. So we're on relatively the correct x-axis. However, our z-axis is an issue with the fact that we need to go through a basalt delta. So that is a big problem because that is a lot of danger that I'm not particularly jazzed about dealing with. So I think what I'm going to try now is just kind of explore around this area that is near our bad portal and get as much quartz as I can here and hope that that's enough for the project. And I'll tell you this, while we may not have gone where we wanted to go, I have experienced something very cool in that our spider backpack is insanely helpful, and I love everything about it. It is such a handy ability to be able to just climb walls like this. It is so handy. And I did notice that something I knew about, but I totally forgot. Our backpack also has tool slots, so in theory, we could bring more pickaxes for any given expedition, and we don't have to go back whenever, you know, our 3 pickaxes that we brought broke, which is really cool. Obviously, we didn't do that now because I, you know, just brought my goated pickaxe, but hey, maybe going forward, we can have multiple goated pickaxes or even just pickaxes with fortune on them, and we can have a more lucrative expedition anytime we go. Who knows? And while I'm here, I do want to grab this glowstone because I keep mentioning making those like luminous shrubs in my farmhouse to have it, or farmhouse, and our corral to make it more like aesthetically lit and not just have random torches around. I am just remembering you don't need a pickaxe to mine glowstone, and that will forever trip me up. You can just kind of break it with your hands. Even though it's called stone, you can just break it with your hands and you get the glowstone dust anyway. How many of you didn't know that? And the extra cool thing about our epic and cool backpack is that we can just kind of tap our way down and we don't have to worry about fall damage so long as we have something to climb up, which I will actually, I will add glowstone dust to our filter here. It'll probably get replaced with a more relevant resource down the road, but for the time being, it's helpful. Behold, look at those climb abilities, isn't that neat? I do hear a ghast, and I'm not a big fan of that, because I keep climbing places, but I think it's under us, so we're probably fine. Alright, how are we doing on... Oh, that's looking like quite a bit. Let's utilize our crafting bench upgrade here. Is it 4 per? It's 4 per. Okay. Depending, that might be enough, because that's gonna make 16, so... no, that's not gonna be enough. I need a lot of quartz for this, so I would prefer to not have to make multiple trips. You know, I didn't really notice at first, but now that I'm actually, you know, in practice doing this live or whatever, this magnet upgrade is putting in some work. I'm pretty sure it's even saving some of this nether quartz from getting, you know, burnt. Obviously I can't tell because it's not, you know, a tangible thing that I can count because it's going into my backpack, but I'm pretty sure it is actually saving some of this quartz, which is really handy. And that should cap off the lava fall. Yeah, there we go. All right, nice. Oh, and I think that's even revealing some more quartz. Yeah, all right, cool. So, I suppose while I do my monotonous quartz mining, I should probably bring up something we can talk about, huh? In terms of this here Minecraft series, I would... Whoa! Wow, that was fast. So, in terms of this here Minecraft series, I was thinking about all the, you know, specific things that we've picked up in our world so far, what we've done, what we've seen, who we've met, and everything. And I was thinking about all of this lovely happenings and all these lore developments, so to speak. And I was just thinking in general about like the future of this series and everything. And at first I was just kind of thinking like, oh, this is gonna be just a short nothing series that I have a couple episodes for and just kind of I only really come back to when I have nothing else to record. But ever since the last episode where, you know, Snowy did that whole thing with like actually having a header for all the locations I go to and finding the constellation's maw and everything, and that whole aesthetic, like cinematic experience of us finding that place, and it brought a lot of things to mind of like, what if this does turn into a huge, long-lasting, like insanely ubiquitous series on my channel where like it ends up having 100 episodes and, you know, like an hour a piece, so there's hundreds of hours in this one world and hundreds of hours for you to watch as the viewer and everything. And I really like that idea, and I was trying to think of ways that I could sort of persist and have reasons to keep coming back to this Minecraft series other than I had nothing else to record today. And quite a few ideas did come to mind, and I'm actually not going to specify on those because I feel like it would be a lot cooler for you to experience them naturally. But I've actually had quite a few interesting, cool, and I'll say it, big plans for this series, aside from it just being a lovely little Minecraft world. And depending on, you know, the events of our world, and if this series continues being successful and people love it and everything, we may end up seeing some of that. So if you really do love this Minecraft series, make sure to tell me in the comments, make sure to leave a like on the video, share these videos with your friends if, you know, if they like background content, or if they just like Minecraft, need something to listen to. If I learn that people absolutely love this series and they want me to keep going and they want me to do more stuff with it, I will be happy to oblige for that. I'll be happy to oblige because, as I mentioned multiple times, this is probably my favorite fallback series. It's so easy to record, it's relatively easy for Snowy to edit, it's good times all around. I love this series, and should it expand in the future, I have plans on how to do it. Make sure to like, leave a comment, all that good stuff telling me that you love this series. Now, I'll tell you what, something that would be really cool as an upgrade for our backpack would be an anvil upgrade. I didn't see one in there, and I don't think there's no anvil upgrade, but it would be really nice to be able to repair your tools on the fly without losing the enchantments on them. That would be really handy. Okay, I would say we have a good supply of quartz so far, so we're probably closing in on being done, but we're not quite there yet. Whoa. That's a lot of Enderladies. Wow. If I had my axe with me, I would probably politely ask them for their ender pearls, but I don't, so I'm gonna leave them be. They ain't hurting nobody. They're just vibing. They having the best life. Having, specifically, not living, because I'm not here for ender pearls. I am here for quartz. So long as they don't bug me, I won't bug them, and we won't have any problems. Some of my best friends are Enderladies. Ooh, actually, on the topic of, you know, me saying like, hey, make sure to tell me if you like the series and everything, I am curious, because this is something I have always been curious about, even for, you know, videos that are not my own. When it comes to Minecraft content, what is your favorite type of Minecraft content, so to speak? Specifically for when someone has a Let's Play series like this, where it's not necessarily like a tutorial or like a redstone build or anything like that, where it's like actually just a Minecraft Let's Play of someone playing their world and expanding it or whatever. Do you prefer like the building episodes? Do you prefer the adventuring episodes? Or do you prefer like the resource gathering, mining, like expedition sort of episodes? As is likely evident from the majority of my my Minecraft episodes on my channel, it may come as no surprise to you that my favorite are probably the like adventuring and the building episodes. Go figure, those are two of my favorite things to do in Minecraft. I am slightly interested in, you know, more complex builds with like redstone and stuff, but me being completely redstone illiterate, most of it goes over my head. I still have no clue what the fuck a T flip-flop is, but I've heard the term and I know the term, I just don't know what it means. I can't understand any of that redstone mumbo jumbo. winks at camera. So yeah, when it comes to Minecraft content, what do you prefer? Do you like it when the YouTuber or streamer explores and adventures? Do you like it when they spelunk and gather a bunch of resources? Or do you like it when they're just homesteading and building stuff? A niche that I've seen a sort of a resurgence recently in terms of Minecraft content is Minecraft horror content, which I have my own opinions on. I won't voice them because they tend to be kind of negative, but there is an appeal to it. I understand. I get what people are coming from if they were to watch that sort of stuff. And even there is a degree where I watch it too. Is it my ow, bitch. Is it my favorite thing to watch? No, not really, but it is a thing I do watch occasionally. And it's not necessarily, you know, these mod showcases or whatever, just talking about the new dweller mod that just instantly kills you whenever whenever it comes to the first night, or the 33 billion different horror mods that just scream loud noises in your ear and put up a big scary image on your screen and then you instantly die. But if any of you have heard of the person Rumpo, or his friend Skrunk, or his other friend Fearfiend, I've been watching them occasionally. They pop up on my For You. They pop up on my YouTube recommended every so often. I'm like, you know what, sure. And while I'm not necessarily there to listen to the horror mods or whatever they're doing, whatever, I just kind of like Rumpo's style in particular. It's very humble and I wouldn't say overly complex, but that's honestly what I appreciate about it. It's very similar to the style of videos that I go for, being a very similar to old YouTube style format, where it's less focused on crazy, punchy, super heavily edited content and more so just kind of you do whatever. Rumpo's more recent videos have had a little bit more like focus on like having a big intro explaining the concept of the video and everything. It's like cinematic or whatever, which strays a little bit. Oh, I so hit that. Which strays a little bit from the old YouTube style. I am an absolute god at this video game, but it's not unwelcome. It's in the new YouTube landscape, it's kind of helpful to have this big punchy intro that really breaks down what everything you're about to see is going to be, what's going on, because TikTok has demolished our attention spans. Oh boy. But in general, I've been having a decent amount of fun watching Rumpo's videos in the background while I do other stuff. Some of his earlier content where all of his main thing is Minecraft VR, and especially like sleeping in Minecraft VR and everything. But his earlier videos where his mom comes in to check on, make sure he's okay after he gets jump scared, are really funny. No, I don't think I will. So I just end up usually watching the same couple videos of his instead of, religiously following every time he drops a new video. But, I do respect and I do appreciate. But in general, I don't watch a whole lot of Minecraft content myself anymore. Whenever I want Minecraft, I usually just open Minecraft. I don't watch much Minecraft content on my own YouTube anymore. Most of what I watch is just Oni plays, and then various different Isaac YouTubers, and that's currently what's in my my watch list, so to speak. And speaking of watch list, and moving away from YouTube for a second, I am absolutely planning to actually watch Has Been a Hotel and Hell of a Boss this year. I'm gonna be this is the year I finally watch it, and now I have the ability to. Ooh, that was... This is why you're careful. But I think I've mentioned this in a past video before. I am super not good with watching shows, because the way I consume most of my content is by, having it in the background while I do other stuff. Because, go figure, ADHD. I have a hard time focusing on just one thing. The way I consume media is I am doing something that I want to do, and then that media is happening in the background. But for a lot of TV shows and stuff, I want to pay attention and remember what's going on and everything, and take note of characters, take note of events, take note of plot points and stuff like that. And I want to just watch, and if I end up drawing or something, I will either end up focusing entirely on the drawing and completely neglecting whatever I'm watching, or I get captivated by whatever I'm watching and I don't end up drawing. I only have so much brain space, and it makes me deeply angry. So that's a big reason why I haven't gotten around to watching Has Been and Hell of a Boss yet, despite the fact that I really want to, and they seem like the kind of show that I would like. And of course, they have characters that I like. I own 2 Luna figures and a Luna plushie, and I've never seen Hell of a Boss. I just really like Luna. Octavia too. But the thing I'm going to do this year is I'm actually going to sit down. I'm not even going to bother with that skeleton that just shot at me. I'm actually going to sit down and I am going to watch Hell of a Boss and watch Has Been Hotel, so I can actually watch them and see if I actually like them, and if I'm correct in my assumption that I will like them. But random irrelevant nonsense that has nothing to do with Minecraft aside, we have quite a bit of nether quartz. Kind of want to just put it into my backpack crafting right now to see how many blocks we'll have, so I can kind of eyeball how much we will get. But at the same time, our goated iron pickaxe is almost busted, so I wouldn't be able to go back in and get more as much as I would want anyway. So I think our best course of action is probably just to head back to the head back to the homestead, make what we can, and then place it down so I can get a general idea of if I can make what I need to out of quartz right now and can move on to the other stuff that I need, or if I do need to go back and get more quartz. That's my general thinking at the moment. I've also been recording for 2 hours and I haven't really done the main crux of the video yet, so that's pretty cool. The big thing that I do not remember anything about is if I can use a stone cutter to make the the quartz stuff that I actually need. That is the big if, because if I can use the stone cutter for it, that makes it so I need significantly less quartz than I thought I would. If I can't, that is a problem. But we're gonna find out one way or the other, especially now that we're back at the homestead. So first and foremost, we need all of our quartz. And whoo boy, did we get a lot. So let's put all these into blocks. Actually, before I do that, you can stone cutter them. Can you make the smooth ones? No. Okay, so how do you make smooth quartz? Smooth quartz block. You smelt it. Interesting. Okay, well, we may end up doing that lava thing that I mentioned of filling this up with lava buckets. Because if I need to smelt all of our quartz blocks, that's gonna be a lot. So here's what I'm gonna do. We have, what's that, 18, right? 18. We have 18 furnaces in our giant crapinator. So I'm going to make some more buckets. We're gonna have these 2 and then these 4. This bucket right here, this is gonna be our utility bucket. So these other ones, they just need to be empty. They're gonna be the fuel buckets. We're gonna empty all these nonsense, and this gives us 6 buckets. So we need, what's math? 12 more buckets, because 18 is divisible by 6, obviously. I know math, trust me. So we need 12 more buckets. That's 12 times 3, 36 ingots. That should just be 4 blocks, yeah? Yeah, cool. See? I know math. Barely. They stack up to 16, which is somewhat obnoxious, but whatever. And then we're gonna fill all these bad boys with lava from our tankus. So we have a lot of lava buckets here, but we need to fill these up more. So I think I will quickly head back to the nether, and I'm gonna repair our goated iron pickaxe real quick. I'm gonna make another iron pickaxe, I'm gonna repair it, and we are going to find a way down to the lava so I can actually have ready access to filling up our tanks. Because if we're gonna be upgrading from coal to lava buckets for our furnaces, then we actually need like some goodness. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this. We're gonna actually need access to infinite lava, and we do not have that. Though I may get a mod that lets me make infinite lava sources, but that's not intended by the developers of Minecraft, so maybe it's cheating. I don't know. Going forward, I'll probably just have an infinite lava source somewhere. But right now, what we need is the ability to smelt a whole hecky ton of quartz, because I need smooth quartz for this, not regular quartz. And that's gonna be a lot. Oh, but you know what? I did just remember, with dripstone, there is a way you can get infinite lava. So maybe that will be a thing we make in the future. I don't need a mod to create infinite lava sources, because so long as I have dripstone, lava buckets, and cauldrons, I can make an infinitely regenerating source of lava, which I can use to fill up my furnaces. That might be what I'm doing. Because on top of this just being a Minecraft series, it's a Minecraft series because I wanted to start a Minecraft series, this is also a series that I want to use to try things I've never tried before. That's why I'm maining this crossbow. That's why I'm going to be maining a trident when we get a mending book. That's why our main nether portal isn't on the base and was repaired from a broken nether portal. I want this series to be stuff that I've never tried before, first and foremost. So maybe we'll do that dripstone thing. Most definitely we'll be doing that dripstone thing, because if we're going to upgrade from infinite lava from there, we're going to have to do it. But we're not going to do that in this episode, because this episode is focused on the Shrine of Immaculate Wealth. That's what we need. So right now, I'm just going to worry about filling up these 18 buckets, and I'm going to use that to smelt all of our quartz into smooth quartz for our devices. But first and foremost, we actually have to get that infinite lava. So back down to the nether we go. So let's see. What is the simplest way down to the lava without me dying immediately and losing all of my stuff? Hopefully This looks like it gets pretty low. Yeah. It's looking like we don't even need to, like, dig down. Oh, there's a hoglin. Great. I kind of want to get a mod that makes it so I can turn off hoglins existing, because they serve no purpose whatsoever and were the dumbest addition to Minecraft ever. They do nothing, they do infinite damage for no reason, they do crazy knockback, and what the fuck is the point of a hoglin? But for now, we'll just deal with warped fungus, I guess. But don't be surprised if in the next episode you no longer ever see hoglins again. Just a little heads up for you. Place down our warped fungus so we're not attacked by any irrelevant mobs, and get rid of this netherite because we don't need it. Lava in the bucket. Now with all of our lava buckets in tow, that should be 18. I'm actually going to lay these out in the format of our giant crapinator just to make sure I have enough. And it looks like I actually have one extra, which is cool. Oh wait, no, because I filled up my random bucket as well, so we're just gonna go ahead and dump that in there. Did you drop a ghast tier? I don't think so, but I'm coming to check. Oh, it most definitely did. Hot diggity duggy. And some gunpowder too. Nice. Not dealing with skelettons. Thank you.
You serve no purpose to me.
18 lava buckets in the showers at Ram Ranch. Time to head back home. Now the thing I'm curious about, and slightly worried about, with, you know, smooth quartz and all that, is will I still be able to carve it into, like, quartz pillars and stuff when it's smooth quartz, or does that need to be base quartz? Sort of like how you can only stone cut cobblestone stuff into cobblestone stuff, but if you make it into regular stone, you can then do, like, stone bricks and stuff. Quartz obviously isn't a direct parallel to cobblestone and stone, but there is two different versions of it. So I'm wondering if maybe I still be able to make like pillars and stuff out of the smooth stuff. I don't see why I wouldn't be able to do that, but we're gonna find out regardless. What I'm gonna do, because the majority of what I need is smooth quartz in particular, I'm just gonna smelt all of my current quartz into smooth quartz, because that is the most abundant resource we need for this anyway. And if it ends up being such a way that won't work, then I can fix it. Who cares? Oh no, I have to play Minecraft more. Woe is me. Oh, hold on, let's huck this egg in here. Yeah. Nothing. Okay, so now let's take all of our lava buckets away, and then take all of our coal out of the furnaces. Grab our food that I forgot I was making. So maybe I will actually make like the smoker upgrade for my backpack, so I could use my backpack to cook food. That could be an idea. I think I will end up doing that. But for now, we'll just worry about doing our quartz situation. And especially now, we don't have to worry about a consolidation chest, which, while convenient, is a bit tedious. I can't remember if this is something I specifically mentioned, but this is also another thing that I've never done before, being using lava buckets to smelt stuff with furnaces, because I thought one thing that you can't stack that smelts 100 things is kind of stupid. I guess when you're smelting a lot of crap, it could be helpful. And since most things only stack up to 64 anyway, it's basically like one lava bucket smelts an entire stack of things with a little bit of bleed over. So it's not the worst thing in the world. But right now, we're just going to do the thing that we came here to do, and we're going to make all of our stone, or all of our quartz blocks, which we then convert into smooth quartz by means of smelting it and standing around for like 2 hours. But we're gonna be here for a little bit, but thankfully for you, I have some other stuff that I need to attend to as well. Okay, so with this, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 64 stacks plus 21 of blocks of quartz. 384 plus 21. So that would be 384 plus 21 is 405? Yeah, that seems about right. So we have 405 blocks. So now let me really quickly add up all of the numbers I have in my notes here that require quartz and see if that is enough. So 405. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, so if my calculations are correct, I should only need 372 total quartz for this project. So that should be good. We should be good to Gucci. Literally more than enough. So before I commit to making all this smooth stone or smooth quartz, I am going to cut out the stuff that isn't specifically smooth into what I need. I'm better at math than I thought I was. It just takes me like a full 3 minutes to do basic addition. Let's fucking go. And it looks like everything else is smooth quartz stuff. So all of this needs to get smelted. And then the thing that we need that isn't quartz is a whole hecky lot of glass. So we need to find a desert. Maybe it was the best idea to actually, you know, make a nature's compass, but I don't think I got the nature's compass mod, so oops. Maybe I'll end up doing that real quick. And we are going to replace our iron pickaxes with shovels, which I didn't mean to... all right, you know what? That's how our tool chest is sorted now. Press the wrong button. I thought that was an X for some reason, like Xing out of a window. I've never in my life had Minecraft have an X like that, so I don't know why that was the case, but that's what happened, and that's the reality we live in now, and now my chest is not sorted in the way that I like it to be sorted. It's okay. I like inventory management. I'll just set aside some time to fix it on my own. Now that all of our non-smooth stuff is now cut and crafted and everything, all of this just needs to turn into smooth stuff, which I'm going to really quickly add up all the stuff we need smooth and see if we have enough here. 256, 250, yeah, of course, because base 64. 256 plus 223. 56 plus 23, 79. So 279 blocks right here. Is that enough for what we have? At any point, I could have opened the calculator app to do this anyway. I didn't have to do it in my head. But hey, maybe I'm just trying to prove to myself that I can actually do math. I don't know. Shut up. Okay, so if we have like the 279 or whatever I said before currently in our inventory, then we have enough, because I need 243. Those are the specific numbers here, and because a lot of these are stairs and slabs and stuff, I'm going to be getting more bang for my buck anyway. So we have enough quartz by a very small margin, honestly. But I'm pumped about it. So really quickly, I'm just gonna put all my stuff in my backpack real quick so I can consolidate in here, which now that I'm thinking about it, this consolidation chest is entirely irrelevant now. Because I can just use my backpack for it. But anyway, let's get to spacing things out. Oh my god, is this actually going to be even? No. Damn. So I guess I'll just have the left side have one extra. Okay, so all of this is going to be smelted into smooth quartz. That's all doing the doobie-doo, which in theory I could take my buckets with me, but I'm not going to, just because, I don't know, fuck you. With all of that going now, I need to find a desert because I need a lot of glass. So I'm going to really quickly get one more addition that Draco did recommend, but I opted not to for some reason. I'm gonna get the Nature's Compass mod, so I will be right back. Okay, how in the bubblegum bunger do I make a Nature's Compass? Sapples, logs, and a compass. Makes sense to me. Of course. Do I have any sakura? Cherry, I do, but not enough, so I could chop one down. That's very inconvenient to my lifestyle, but it's for a good cause. I forgot the chest is all stupid. So we're just gonna grab my axe and we're gonna go chop down one cherry. You gotta be shitting. You gotta be shitting me, really? Okay, this one doesn't have a lantern on it, so I'm just gonna chop this one down. Crumpus, sapple, 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 sapple. Fucking log. Nature's Compass. All right, cool. Oh, magical Nature's Compass, I need your advice and your recommendations and all of the other cool things. How do I find a desert? 1032, 2940. 3,000 blocks away. Cool. All right, so we are going on an adventure, everybody. Hope you like that. However, it is very conveniently just now nighttime, so I'm gonna sleep to make the goddamn rain go away. Hey, pup.
What do you mean there are monsters nearby?
This is my house, Big Money. I am underground. What do you mean there are monsters nearby? Are Dillos monsters? I don't think so. Is it my spider backpack? Is the spider backpack preventing me from sleeping because spider backpack? I swear to God if it's Pigman Boy. No? I'm gonna call horseradish on that, Minecrafts. I'm gonna say you're full of shit, because there ain't no monsters around about nowhere.
What do you mean?
Alright, fine. Unequipped backpack. Okay, so it's not my backpack. It's not Enderlady, because she's been down here this whole time. Who in the bubblegum bunger is preventing me from going to sleep? This is the first time since the series inception that I've had to worry about monsters being nearby for me going to sleep, because I live underground, away from the everything else. Ho! It is another Enderlady. Hello. I'm trying to sleep. I will be right back with a boat, miss. Give me 1 second, please. That is the first time in my life I have ever been jump scared by titties. Ever. We'll give her a spruce boat. Hello, miss. Good to see you. I need you to get in that boat, please. Thank you. All right, so we now have an attendant for our market stall. So a new person has joined the family, everyone. We will figure out a place for her eventually. Right now, we are going to worry about our titular Enderlady, and she's just gonna hang out down here for a while. Which, hold on, I want to see if I can get her to face like a correct direction and turn that way. Will that do it? No. She'll look at a proper direction eventually. So yeah, there we go. New friend acquired. If you watch this far, leave her a name in the comments, because we don't really have we can't just call her Enderlady number 2. But anyway, now I should be able to actually go to sleep now that she's down in the market stall and away from me. There we go. Cool. The next order of business is to go to this desert, which it's looking like it's in generally the direction of Constellation's Maw and the Arid Valley, or the Arid Wilds, or whatever Snowy called that place. Either way, we have a trek ahead of us. So Snowy, go ahead and transition us, and then we'll be at the desert, I guess. Oh, hey, would you look at this? Another quaint little village in with a lava pit. Hold on. I gotta save the village real quick. That's gonna set that guy's house on fire. We're gonna do this the very simple way. And we're just gonna have a little bit of the lava pit here. Well, this place is super epic and cool and whatnot. It's a nice, cute little village in the middle of this grassy plain with a lava pit in the middle of it, and most importantly, a lot of waterfront property. So this is a pretty cool village. Let me think of a name real quick. Obviously, you've already seen it because, you know, I told Snowy beforehand. I'm going to call this village the Crucible. Hence the lava pit in the middle. This is the Crucible. That is the name of this village. And Snowy will come up with a name for the wilds around the Crucible in editing. So full confidence to her. But hey, this place is pretty cool. Anyway, back to searching for our desert. There's something I wasn't looking for. A jungle. And I think I hear dolphins? Oh no, just fish. There's a jungle over here, which was not the biome I was looking for, but is very much appreciated. I wonder if I just so happened to have spawned like near that like super rare modified jungle edge biome. That would be crazy. I kind of want to investigate real quick. So hold on, we're gonna have a little bit of a shift here. Stony shore into just a jungle. Okay, well, I wanted to try. There is a sparse jungle here, which I don't think I've ever personally seen before. It's really pretty. I like it. Again, still not the desert we were looking for, so we're gonna keep looking, but sparse jungle is also really cool. Whoa. Hold up. We may have some more cool world generation. That looks cool. Whoa. Hold on. I need to investigate this. Whoa. Again, our world having the coolest world generation in Minecraft. Wow. Hold on, I gotta see what this cave's all about. That is awesome. That is so sick. Wow. I can't wait to see what name Snowy comes up for this place. Oh, you know what? I should have made a sleeping bag while I was still at home. Yeah, well, live and learn. Alright. I think we have found our desert. And interestingly, it looks like it's in the middle of the Badlands as well. Doesn't make no difference to me. This is what we needed. What the hey is going on there? Cannot escape these skeletons. This is my penance for having a skeleton farm. Now I wanted to look at these here. These two big spires of sandstone and clay. That is so weird. Oh, it leads down into a cave even. Huh, pretty cool. Anyway, we came here for sand and that's what we're gonna do. Be gone, husk. I told you I'm not watching Has Been Hotel yet. Ha, that's a character. Oh, Baidu's, why do you gotta be like this? Collateral! I'd really prefer not have to kill the spiders, but I mean, They're hostile, so I gotta, and it makes me angry, and I don't want to. Grumbly, grumbly, grumbly. Why is the tameable spiders mod gotta be for fucking Forge exclusively? It makes me angry. Alright, with that 3 shovels down, I think we have at least a little bit of sand to play with. And I think that's going to be more than nothing what we need, because most of it's going to be turned into like paints and stuff. Which, conveniently, I needed magenta dye for them, and I happened across some lilacs on the way here. So we're not completely out of the woods. We are completely out of the woods. We're not completely out of the woods because we're still working on it, but like, you can see your house from where you're standing from in the woods, you know? But hey, at least with this, you know, cool Badland situation and the desert that we now know the existence of, we can now actually head back home and know that our expedition was not just for sand, and also I wasn't stupid and having never seen a desert before, because there's just no desert even slightly nearby me. And also we discovered the Crucible and the place it exists in, so that's kind of cool as well. But now we get to begin the arduous trek back, so we can go right back into working on stuff. All right. Ooh. That was close. Ooh. I'm pretty sure I know where I am. My house should be right over here. Oh. Maybe I'm a bit farther than I thought. But I thought this was the mountain, like, that leads, you climb past it towards this. Yeah, no, it is, because there's the village of the Nameless Mountain. So I'm just a little bit farther right than I thought it was. But apparently, there's a whole ass ravine that goes really, really deep down at the base of this mountain, with a waterfall flowing into it. Didn't know that? Pretty cool. Not even gonna bother. Shoot me if you want. Should've said can. And we return once again unto the homestead. Okay, so we got a whole hecky lot of sand in tow. We have a whole bunch of smooth quartz now, which means the next thing I gotta do, aside from, you know, cutting these up for the specific resources we need, is I need to fill these up. No, not use Cerberus. I need to fill these back up with lava and then use that to smelt down all of my glass. But for the time being, I'm just going to put all the smooth quartz into the project chest, and then I'll worry about getting my lava. Grab our buckets, and now we head back out up towards the Nameless Mountain and our nether portal. We're closing in on the finality of actually being able to build the shrine, and I was very correct in assuming that this is going to be the one thing that we do for this episode, because this is taking a lot longer than I already thought it would. Oh, you know what could be an idea? Maybe I do keep utility bucket as just a water bucket, and I fill up both tanks with lava, because that'll probably be enough to fill up all 18 buckets twice, or once rather. Twice with them already being filled, and then a second time with me filling them from the lava from my backpack. That might be a better idea, at least until we can make our infinite lava source with the dripstone that I mentioned. I'm hoping we are actually capable of filling up both tanks with the same liquid. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to, but you know, I didn't make the mod, so it could be stupid. Oh, and this one needs to be water still, because this is utility bucket. Okay, there we go. So now I have slightly empty and totally empty, ready for a lava filling. Why doesn't a dropped boat float? Like, I mean, I guess I kind of get it because it's like it sank, but like, Jesus. Now, while we travel to my nether portal here, and I guess travel to the nether in this case, I did have a thought, since, you know, the whole thing about all of my locations having names and everything in the fancy, like, RPG thing that pops up in the top left, or bottom left, the little graphic that Snowy made. I did have a thought of having Snowy edit in some, like, ambient music and stuff, which she's done before in previous episodes with, like, just music from the Minecraft soundtrack, but some of it got copyright claimed for some reason, despite that it's Minecraft music in a Minecraft video, but whatever. Where's our way down? I could have sworn it was like right here. Here it is. So I was thinking about having Snowy do more like ambient music edits for the series, and I was trying to think of like, okay, if I can't just use Minecraft music, what would I do? And I did literally just now have the thought of what if I had it be like Skyrim music? Skyrim's got good music. It's just also funny that it's Skyrim and, you know, Skyrim's kind of a meme. It's as much of a meme as it is a video game. So to take it up from empty to full is 9 buckets. So 2 tanks fully fills up my giant crapinator. Nice. So ideally I would be able to just use the Minecraft soundtrack, but, you know, minus a few tracks that got claimed for one reason or another. But if I can't, I could also just try using the Skyrim soundtrack. Because it kind of fits the whole adventurous thing anyway, because that's what Skyrim is. By now, you're seeing the video edited and everything, so you'll know what I ended up going with and telling Snowy, or honestly, I might just tell Snowy to figure it out and she'll just pick something. She's good with that sort of thing, you know. But either way, I'm thinking about shifting up the vibe a little bit of the Minecraft series, purely because I decided that I wanted to mute the music anyway. Depending on the edits that Snowy has made, you probably notice that there's no in-game music, it's all post-processing. So of course, if you like that, let me know. Just no thought that I had. Gotta keep you in the loop. Alright, blah blah blah, home sweet homestead. We need our lava buckets, which off of them so I don't flood my house with lava, and filled with lava buckets. And now we do sand, which we can just do like this, and plenty of sand, whatever. I can't be fucked to have it perfectly consolidated. We're gonna have all of our sand smelting for all the glass we will need going forward. And now I think we should be closing in on the last little bit, on the final run. So I'm actually gonna put all of my crap, except maybe my food, into my backpack. I need a pickaxe in case I need to make some edits, so we'll just grab this diamond pickaxe. And now I need to take our smooth quartz blocks and turn them into specifically the forms that we need. So 173 stairs, 41 blocks, 10 slabs, 20 vertical slabs, and then we have 50 smooth quartz blocks left over if we ever need to make repairs. Aside from that, I believe that this is everything we need to construct the shrine. This should be everything. I also need 16 glowstone, so I'm gonna do that real quick because we have glowstone on us because I forgot to put it away, which is convenient. There's our 16 glowstone. Anything else weird? Glass and just decorative stuff. Okay, so I have literally everything I need that I've written down, at least. If I forgot something, I'm going to kill the past version of myself. I almost said that unfiltered, and that would imply something that I did not want to imply. So it's not what I meant. I'm going to go back in time and I'm going to beat myself to death as if I was my own enemy. With this, we have everything we need. Pigman friend has made his way into the axolotl pond, so I guess he's just there now. I should have everything I need to construct our Shrine of Immaculate Wealth. And therefore, that means I need to take a look at it in our creative superflat world to remind myself what I need to do. And I'm probably also going to take some screenshots. So before we get to the time lapse of me building this thing, I'll be right back. All right, with everything in place, everything set up, I got screenshots, I got plans, I got a schematic, I got the dimensions, everything should be good to go. And so I think it is high time we go into a time lapse while I build our Shrine of Immaculate Wealth. This is going to be good, I promise. Okay, with that, minus a few small things, that is the Shrine of Immaculate Wealth officially done. I am missing a few things. Two of those things, which are two of the same thing, we are going to be doing on camera, outside of the time-lapse and everything, and that is banners that I want to put up here. And we're also going to need to put a waystone right here, because this is going to be, you know, like the fast travel point for my house if I ever want to use it. We're going to put a waystone right here, and aside from that, everything is good to Gucci, and it's almost done. We just need to make a loom, and we then need to make a very specific set of banner patterns that I can do, I know how to do, and I wrote down. So all we need to do is get a good amount of magenta wool, which thankfully we have sheep for that. Which, let me really quick look at my notes. I need 2 magenta banners, so that's 6 magenta wool. We'll just grab all our magenta dye and our shears, and we'll just go dye some of our sheep, which I actually need to use some of my wool to make a loom because I don't have one. We'll probably shear our brown sheeps for that. We'll do that after, so I know I'm not, like, dyeing them, because those are natural spawn brown sheep. I want to get rid of their uniquitude. Alright, there's 6, so there's 1, and then we will shear, oh, hold on, boop. There we go. And you gave me the 2 for the loom, and that's 12, and we'll just leave the magenta sheep the way they are. Hey, Howie. So now we just gotta make a loom real quick. And it did occur to me that I made the banner patterns in creative, so I would know what I want to do when I actually had to, you know, make it in survival. So I hope there's not like a way you have to like unlock them, so to speak. I don't think there is. I've never heard of a way to do that, so I'm just gonna, that is not how you make a loom, apparently. I thought I knew how to do that, but that's why we have roughly enough items. It's half of a crafting bench with string and planks. Okay, sure. Less resources for me, I guess. All right, which I guess we can put our brown sheep stuff in there. And where do we want to put let's put this in our room. We'll have a loom in our room, just so I can piss people off that I pronounce room differently than loom. Wait till you hear until I say 2 different versions of room and room, then you'll really hate me. So with that in tow, we now have the ability to make 2 magenta banners and get towards our ultimate goal of making a cool banner to solidify what is supposed to be Enderlady's place. We have black dye, but we don't have enough, so we have to kill some more squeeb, and we need more red dye. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab our bone meal in here. I'm not sure if this came across in the time lapse, but I did have to improvise a little bit because I messed some stuff up, and I thought I got specific dimensions wrong, but it turns out I moved things into places that they weren't before, and now I just have to figure out getting the dye that I need. Which, how much purple do we need? Just 2, actually, so that's enough. Cool. Take our poppies, turn them into red dye, and then do cornflowers turn into blue so I don't have to use lapis? Because, like, what else are they gonna do? They do! Cool. So there's our 2 purple dye. 4 purple dye, apparently. Apparently, oh, I guess that makes sense. So now we need black, which we need 6? 8. We need 8 black dye, which we have 2. That shouldn't take too long. I've written down the specific things I need to do in my notes for the build, so it'll be up to if Minecraft orders the customizations in the order that they were made, which they better, because that would be really inconvenient if they didn't. Is Squeeb Sack 1-to-1 with black ink? Of course. We do live next to the ocean, so you wouldn't think it'd be too hard, but I'm seeing a lot of salmon and not much else. The unfortunate thing is that squids, I believe, have 10 health, and axes deal 9 attack damage. 4, halfway there. Would be really convenient if, there we go, if it was 2-to-1 ratio. But no, it's not. I hit him in his iframe. Oh my god, so annoying. This one's really going away. He's not happy about what's happened. Don't go into the cave, you big bitch. Okay, good. It's about to be very annoying. And I got 1 extra, because of course I did. Well, technically I got 3 extra, because I forgot I was supposed to have 8 total, not I needed to get 8 more. It's better to have more than not have enough. There was a couple situations when I was building the shrine itself that I thought I miscalculated and didn't have enough, and then I found out that the entrance was like 2 blocks larger than it needed to be. I did misstep on how many stairs specifically I needed, so I had to modify the back of the shrine a little bit, but I figured it out. There were many, many times that I was considering just switching into creative to fix my mistake real quick, but I improvised. Modern problems require modern solutions, and I still did all of that in survival. We now need 2 stick so we can make our magenta banners, and now we get to banner crafting. And hopefully Minecraft isn't stupid, and the order that the customizations show up is a list that shows you what to do. Okay, so first and foremost, magenta banner, purple base gradient. All right, black saltire, magenta pally, which I believe is this guy, black bordure, which is border, black chief indented, and black base indented. Black chief indented, black base indented. And now we have a cool banner. Look at that. It's like a purple eye. And now we just do the same thing with this doodad. We want purple base gradient, black saltire, magenta pally, black chief indented, black, I forgot the bordure, but that's fine. It can go on after. No one will ever know. And if I ever want to put, you know, a shield, I can just have this on my shield as well. But for the time being, these need to go onto the hourglass of the shrine. There we go. Awesome, sick, and cool. Love it. And now is just the case of making a waystone, which, hold on, you can make waystones, right? Right, I remember now. So I need a warp stone specifically, which I need, ironically, I need amethyst shards. I don't have enough of those. I have enough of everything else, I just don't have the amethyst shards, so that'll be happening in a different episode. We got big plans going forward, I'll tell you that much. We got big plans. We gotta move our pickaxe back in here. I don't know, I didn't just shift click, whatever. Sort it, whatever. And then back in here, we'll go there. We got some eggs. We'll go ahead and throw those back into the farm. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, Pops, good to see you. Hey, Howie, progress is made. Oh, tons of new chickens, cool. And now there's a specific person that I'm really looking forward telling to the... What? There's water down there. Winterbreeze to... Dragon? Where... Genre? What happened to Enderlady? Hold on, let's ask other Enderlady. Enderlady round 2. Whatever her name is, you left a comment. I can't look into the future. And I still haven't put the floor in, but we'll do that eventually. Hey, have you... Oh, god damn it. Okay, so we'll have to block her off at one point, because they're a little bit enthusiastic. But, so, I'm not sure if you spoke to her or not, because she was upstairs. Yeah, the Enderlady upstairs. Have you seen her at all? No? Oh, well, okay. I'm looking for her because she just kind of disappeared. Oh? So you have seen her. Where'd she go? Look for the shrine? The one that I made. Okay, alright. Okay, hold on. Like, it isn't just me. She said look for the shrine, right? That's what she said. Well, there's only one shrine I can think of, and I literally just fucking made it. Oh. Enderlady! Hey, what... How did... That book wasn't... That book was not there when I put that lectern there. Enderlady, what do you... The book? The book. Okay. Oh. Okay. I have... What is this? How did... Look at the book. Okay, sure. Her blessing, gone is the hunger. Here we stand amongst our own and ask of thee, dearest queen, to bless us and our kin with a bounty so that we might persist in a world that which does not request our presence, yet tolerates our effort. Gone is the hardship. We ask that you provide the guidance we need so that we might move forth upon the path to opulence, not through birthright, but of the sweat of one's brow and the fire in one's heart. Sharpen our axe, guide our hand, steel our resolve. Gone is the poverty. Dearest queen, we ask that you bless us with thine gift so that our hearts remain full as our bellies, our pockets heavy with your benevolence, and our homes warmed by the comfort and knowledge that we are not alone, but with you, dearest queen, matron of prosperity. Gone is the exile. How long is this? 7 pages it says up there. Gone is the exile. We ask, dearest queen, bless us with thine fortitude so that we might stand upon the precipice and embrace the call of the void to see the mother as she awaits our return to the infinite beyond. Might she welcome us with open arms and love in her heart. Gone is the empty. We ask of you, dearest queen, to stand with us upon the day of our return, wearing a smile not unlike our own, in greeting to the mother, and in thanks to all she hath given us, thus far and to come. The mother awaits our return, we must not delay. Gone is the empty, love unto the mother, free the end. Vanellus Arcana, written and revised by Sister Elowin. Is your name Elowin? Okay, I don't know why you didn't tell me that immediately. It was kind of funny. So you're not, well, I mean, you are Enderlady, but Elwyn, right? Okay. So I that was a complete derailment from what I was how I was gonna end this video, but Enderlady is apparently Sister Elwyn, and there's this book here written by her apparently, and it's talking about the mother and her blessing and Finalis Arcana. Okay, sure. This is all going way over my head, and I'm sure that's definitely something that we can just kind of let happen. I can trust you, right, Elwyn? Ellie? Can I call you Ellie? Okay. Works for me. So, Ellie, do you like the new shrine I made? Huh? Pretty cool, right? Yeah, it is. This took a lot of effort. I spent a lot of time planning this out, so I'm really happy that you enjoy it. The water? Oh, yeah. Well, I thought it looked really aesthetic. I kind of forgot the whole hydrophobia thing, but yeah, that's my bad. But hey, listen, you got your boat. You always have your boat with you, so you don't have, yeah, the boat. You don't have to worry about the boat at all, or the water at all, because you got the boat. That's good, right? Yeah. Well, either way, Elwyn, enjoy your new place of staying. I think it's nice, aesthetic, and cool, and I'm happy to see that you've moved in. So have fun. All right, I was out of nowhere. That was a lot of nonsense I wasn't fully prepared for, but hey, here we are. Apparently, Enderlady's name is Elwyn, and she may or may not have some sort of end cult, or well, we like Elwyn. We like Ellie. We'll say religion. But anyway, we have quite a bit of leftover crap from our project, so let's go ahead and put that away while it's still on my mind. In the decoration chest, because I keep forgetting it exists. Anything in our backpack, all of my armor and stuff, so we'll go ahead and take all that out. Glowstone goes into brewing. We'll keep our nature's compass in our backpack, put on our, oh wait, I'm gonna sign off the video anyway, so I'll just move my armor down here. Sort this out, get the things, spyglass, and the arrows, and the crossbow, and the bucket, and utility boat, put you in here, sort. I'll fix it eventually, and I think that will be the end of this video. So let's go hang out with Ellie. It's this empty spot is really pissing me off. So yeah, me too. So I think this is gonna be our next thing we do in the next episode is put our waste down here. And so with that is going to be the end of this here episode. And I think it was a very productive episode. We got Elwyn here, still gonna have to get used to that. We got Elwyn a brand new shrine she can hang out with, so she's not just hanging out with the pups. We've discovered new locations, we've discovered the Crucible, and moreover, we have a ton of different mods, including mods that we have used to make this shrine, and I think, all in all, things are looking up going forward. I'm kind of really wigged out and weirded out by this book and how it got here, but do you know what? It sounds cool, and apparently Elwyn is good at writing, so. But anyway, I'm going to end this video here. So, if you genuinely enjoy this video, consider dropping a like, and make sure to hit that subscribe button to become a pup if you haven't already, and to hit the bell so it actually does something. If you want to support me in the channel, you can do so on Patreon for just $5 a month and get a bunch of cool perks. A huge shout out to all of my current patrons. I love you all so much. My name's Vixie, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.